Hi, this is Huw Humphreys with another update of the Business QuickStart blog. I'm here with Jo Simpson today, and we're just taking a little bit of time out at lunch, and I'm really pleased that Jo's agreed to sit down with me here. We're melting in the sun, it's a lovely day, and I'm just going to ask Jo a little whether she can just explain what she does. Can you just talk a little bit about what it is you do?
Happily, I'd be delighted to. I help people get in touch with what it is that matters most to them, their core values, or in other words, their personal motivators, because they drive all our decisions and our relationships and the goals that we set, and they're the difference between whether we achieve our goals or not. And most people are not really conscious of what it is that's driving them, so that's where my passion is, to really help people find that out.
Okay, I've certainly found that just in the morning here with Jo, just getting a bit more awareness of just what drives me and that extra level of consciousness. So Jo actually, at the start of the workshop, she explained a little bit about what she'd done previously, and I wonder if you could just share kind of how did you get from or maybe to tell us a little bit about what you were doing previously and how you got from that to this, which, in case, just for the viewers out there, it's been a really good morning, and we've just been there's been a lot of sort of positive energy in the room, and it must be good to be creating that environment. So can you just...
Yeah, happily, because we're midway through what is my flagship programme now, the Values Discovery Day.
Yeah.
So if I look back at where I was, the biggest transformation that happened for me, when I was in a place where I wasn't living my values, but I wasn't aware of it, I had that restless feeling that I knew there was a conflict inside of it, but I couldn't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
And I had kind of a bit of a wake-up moment in realising that actually this role that I was doing, because my background is in banking, and 10 years ago I was working as a global training manager for a banking software company, which, don't get me wrong, had its good points, but I wasn't feeling aligned inside, but I didn't know that until I started training as a professional coach, and we did an exercise on discovering our values. And I discovered I had values of energy, truth, love, connection, fun, freedom, making a difference, all of which weren't actually being met in the role that I was doing. And suddenly seeing it in black and white and understanding why, it was like, wow, that's not in line, that's not in line, that's why I've got this feeling. I was then able to turn it round and make more conscious choices to look at what I really wanted to do. And that started off by setting up my coaching business nearly 10 years ago now, which took me 5 years in Dubai, and I've been back in the UK for the last 4.5. I work with senior leaders, business owners and individuals to really help them understand what drives them. And organisations as a whole. One of the key things, you see companies, businesses have this nice shiny set of values, but what do they mean? And how do they actually engage people in their teams to live and be in line with them? Well, you've got to start with the individual. People have got to know what it is that drives them first.
Very, very interesting, lots of insight there, and I know some of those points which Jo was talking about, I think it's, blog day 5 or day 6, I experienced similar things when I was sort of leaving my corporate track, so I can really connect with what Jo's talking about there. We haven't got much time left before we're going back in, but I just wanted to ask Jo really, just to sort of summarise what sort of the benefits of this transition you've made. It's been obviously well established in this new role which you've created for yourself, but what's some of the benefits for you?
Massive benefit for me is I'm now living my values in the coaching work that I do. I'm a keynote speaker as well, so that is huge for me because I live mine each and every day in the work that I do. And I'm also very passionate about making a difference to others and getting this message out to the world. So I've got a book coming out next year, which will really help that message. So the change is huge. It's how you feel in yourself. You just feel lighter, you feel more motivated. It's a joy to wake up every day because you know that you're doing something that matters to you and that you're doing a job that you love. And when we're doing something that we love, our values are activated. Just that we don't always know what they are. And then when we find out what they are, we can be more conscious about making sure that they're in everything that we do.
My head's still sort of just struggling to take in. It's been a little bit of I thought I had a bit more of an understanding around my values before coming here today, but I've just sort of gone down a bit deeper, and and drilled down. So yeah, we'll sign off. We'll sign off on that note, and
no, Huw, what have you learned?
what have I learned?
Yeah,
okay.
Give us one thing that you've learned.
Okay, I'm being interviewed myself now.
Off.
Right, I think I've just got a bit more sort of clarity that actually, you know, a bit of a rebellious streak of me. I think any personal friends watching that will probably maybe identify with that as well. It's probably true. That's definitely something I wasn't that aware of maybe before. Yeah, just I don't necessarily follow the structure, and sometimes that has good consequences and sometimes it can have bad consequences as well. So that was a key insight for me. But we'll have to let Jo get back now, and we'll sign off on that note. Thanks.